Hello and welcome to another episode of Team Carp.
We are down today at Apps Court Farm Fishery. As you can see, looks beautiful as usual. And then we've had the rods out for maybe about 2 hours.
Yeah, about that.
Fish have been shown over Laurence's spot, and I've had a few bleeps on both rods.
Yeah, the weather's not too bad. It's overcast. It was overcast and cloudy this morning, but now sun's come out. Got the sunglasses on. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, we'll talk to you a bit later about sort of where our rigs are placed and what rigs we're using. We're using some new bait today from Cat and Carp, so that's all lovely stuff.
Yeah, we bought ourselves some bulk pellet as well.
Yeah, from Scretton. So
and, made some like spod mix, really, like seeds and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, party blend.
So should be nice. Should be a good session.
Should be a good session. So we'll get back to you if and when we have something. You can see some action over one of the spots, so shouldn't be too long, I don't think.
See you in a bit.
Wicked. Right, so Laurence has just had some sausage sandwiches, and I've just got a curry on. So just boiling the rice. And there we go. There's the madras in the pan. I'll leave that to simmer and cook for a little while. Get back to you soon.
Right, so it's now 8 o'clock. Sorry I haven't seen much of us do anything really. Nothing really has gone on, to be honest. It's raining. You may be able to hear the frogs, they're going absolutely mental. The fish aren't spawning, but the frogs certainly are. Literally can't hear anything. I could hardly even hear my rod when it screamed off. Rod screamed off, I put a chod in it, because it's quite weedy now. Put a chod on it, screamed off, struck into it, absolutely nothing on the end of it. So I'm not really sure what happened there. But I've reduced the amount of give that the chod gives, so it was about this much, so the chod could slide up and down the line about that much, but now I've reduced it to about this much, so the hook sets quicker. Kyle's been asleep for quite a while, as you yeah, and that's about it really. Always coming over now. So yeah, there are now like 5 other anglers on the lake, which isn't very good, but we're at one side of it, so hopefully the fish will back off from all the lines up there and come into our swims, hopefully. Right, so Laurence just woke me up screaming, I just lost the fish on the chod. No, I just lost it.
Anyway, so literally just woke up. I suppose Laurence has already said to you, lake got pretty rammed. Loads of people turned
absolutely rammed
to try and do the night. I think five other people, so five other swims are taken. So swims that we would have potentially moved into tomorrow. I'm not sure how many nights they're doing. One of them did tell us that they're just doing one night, so if we do choose to move swims, that still might be an option tomorrow. But we're actually quite out of the angling pressure, so hopefully that could do us a good job by being sort of up the other end in this sort of more secluded part of the lake. The guy who's a regular down here did say to us that he felt that we're obviously in the part that does best at night, because the fish obviously move into the margins, they're moving about a bit more at night, and he said that this section tends to do not as good in the day and better at night.
Yeah, so it should hopefully produce us a fish. That's about it really. Had no fish pretty much. What rigs are you using?
So I've got a multi-rig on the left hand rod with a white pop-up, and then on the right hand rod we've got a PVA bag, solid bag by Corda, got with some Scretton pellet, and we've got on the hook a cat and carp white chocolate bottom bait, which is chopped down to a barrel shape. And then what I've done is I've got a piece of like yellow corn, pop-up corn, that I've just chopped down sort of like a square.
Yeah, on my right hand I've got a chod flicked out to the edge of this little island, which isn't really an island, it's just like a bush in the middle of the lake. On my left hand I've got a cat and carp bottom bait. I think it's a chocolate orange one with some concentrated liquid on it. Absolutely stinks, but yeah, should hopefully do the business. I landed it on the little gravel spot, one of few in this little lake. Should be okay. I think I'm set for the night. Apart from that little screaming run from the chod, nothing's really produced anything. So I mean, we'll give it a few more hours and then we'll see if rigs need changing, whatever.
Yeah, we're gonna go around. I'm gonna go around and have a sort of wander around the lake, see where the fish are. I know someone said to me that a lot of the fish are out this way, so not a lot we can really do. We would have moved in that instance, but now there's a lot of angling pressure. There's actually not a lot we can do. So
yeah, so we'll let you.
Yeah, hopefully next time we see you, we'll be with a nice fat fish.
Hopefully a little fat one.
Haven't had a fish during the night on a night session in a little while.
Yeah, so my exams are finished. Carl's still got one more exam.
One more, so should really crack on with a bit of revision in a minute, which I'll get on to.
Yeah, so we'll let you know if we get a fish or whatever. So you know.
Wicked. Right, so been up about an hour watching the lake and all that, and what the first cup of tea made wasn't too good in the night, to be honest. Laurence has just come out of his bivvy now. Wasn't too good, if I'm totally honest. Basically, we were kept awake most of the night by the rods, liners beeping, short little beep, but nothing climaxed. I don't really know why we didn't pick up a run. I heard quite a lot of fish crashing. Obviously it's quite hard in the dark to work out where it's coming from, but it sounded fairly close to where my spots were. So
yeah, the bailiff said that they've already stopped spawning, so they've already spawned, which makes me a bit worried. Like they might just be a bit more not on the feed, still kind of thinking about it, but I'm not too sure, because I thought it would be a good session if they're getting back on the munch after they've spawned, but clearly not. So
I don't think anyone caught last night, so I'm not too upset. I mean, we had loads of activity on the rods, and it wasn't coots the whole night.
Yeah. There were loads of rats actually.
At one point, my rod was just like beep, beep, beep for about 30 seconds. So hopefully, I mean, we'll be able to grab some. I've moved one of my, I had both on margins, but now I've got one in open water where I saw a lot of bubbling and rolling and stuff. So hopefully I'll be able to nab one. We'll both be able to nab one pretty quick.
Yeah. We'll take the camera around in a minute to show you the little shallow spot that we baited up. The baits were gone this morning, so hopefully we'll put some more bait in. I might just go sit around there and just put some rig in and just watch it. So
gonna get breakfast on in a minute.
Yeah.
I've got some ready bacon. Lawrence has got some bacon.
Yeah, bacon.
So
our pans still smell of that curry, Carl.
Yeah, I made the first cup of tea because I forgot my kettle. I had to make it in like in the pan, heat up the water in the pan, and it come out all like brown curry water. So that was a bit of a disaster.
That's disgusting.
So it's not been the best morning, but hopefully a fish will grace the bank and it'll be a nice, big, fat, chunky £29 mirror.
No, I reckon 24.
Get back to it a bit. So, Laurence got me with a slap cam earlier, so I'm going to get him back with a screaming run.
Oh, such a
Right, so the swims have gone dead. We went to the match lake and had a bit of a pasty bash, and then didn't have a pasty bash because we didn't have a pasty.
No, our phones were charging at the little hut, so we just thought whilst they were there, just
dip a line in, and then we got a bit bored and just come back.
Yeah.
I've tidied up the tackle box twice, not once but twice. I've resorted my PVA pouch. I've made probably about 100 little pellet bags.
Yeah, we've just filmed a little video for Cat and Carp baits. Check that out, it should be out soonish, I think.
So we've got to fill the time by doing something else, so we're going to do a little challenge, and we're going to do it what we now call the one drip challenge.
Yeah, so at Team Carp we do stuff seriously, so what we feed the carp we have to taste ourselves.
So if it's good enough for the carp, then it's got to be good enough for us. The Cat and Carp white chocolate concentrate flavouring. And
I pulled the shortest straw, and I've got the Scopex squid one.
So, rules are, one drip on the tongue, no water for a minute.
But I'm sure that tastes lovely, obviously, because I don't want to get it on my thing. Right, ready?
Ready.
3, 2, 1. Oh, that's fucking disgusting.
To be fair, it just tastes like really strong, like...
This one doesn't.
Chocolate.
No.
So, get on the Cat and Carp range, because he's doing the business at the moment. Comes with matching hook baits and all the rest of it.
That is concentrated, but I reckon with a little bit of water that could taste absolutely beautiful with a Sunday roast. So, Rod's just ripped off, and I think it is the smallest fish in this lake. A little bit lively it is, because it didn't take long to reel in. Little pasty. I can assure you we are in the actual specimen lake. We're not actually in the match lake. And still pasty bashing. So, let's get this rod back out, and let's get this fish back in. Right, so last night I only had one fish. That little pasty was about £3. Kyle didn't have anything. Last night I was fishing my right hand rod on a bottom bait on a little tiny little gravel patch just on the margin, and on my left hand I had a little chod rig just going onto a little drop off where the fish cruise up and down, and that's what actually went. So a bit disappointed. You might not be able to hear me, them frogs are going mental again. Bit disappointed that we didn't have anything a bit bigger, would have been nice. But yeah, so changed my tactics this morning around putting my rig, just chucked it straight onto the little shallow spot, because I know this time of the morning they're cruising about on the surface. Because the sun's just coming up, the water temperature's just been rising, so hopefully should be able to bag on. Lovely. Right, so we're back. Had a bit of a bad night. Only had one fish, looked like the smallest fish in the lake, I think.
Yeah, it saves the TC blank, the first ever one, but it's still not. I'm doing a 48 hour and having nothing, I'm doing my pieces. Let's hope we can get one out this morning. The sun is absolutely pounding down. About 6 o'clock this morning, I snuck into Laurence's bivvy, I took his Polaroids, and I went for a bit of a walk. Couldn't see anything worth putting a free-lined piece of corn to, or anything really. Bit of a shame really, but it's the way it works sometimes.
Yeah, time's about 8 o'clock, so we're gonna leave at like 10:30, 11, I think.
So we've got to start packing up now.
Yeah, we'll start packing up now, and hopefully we'll have one. I feel confident for a bite on the little shallow gravel spot, because they're always it's like gravelly clay really. So hopefully when they start going around there, they'll see it. We might just snag one. So hopefully we'll get something.
If not, we'll get back to you later without another fish. Do the outro and all the rest of it. So
see you in a bit.
Right, so everything's packed up, and all ready to go, but we just decided to drop 2 chod rigs down in this little bay that you can see behind the reeds.
Saw a few fish showing here earlier, and this is where we've been putting the little bits of bait, little pellets, skretting pellets that we bought. So hopefully they'll be on the munch in this little bay. And
if they are, hopefully they'll fancy a little bit of chod rig, and we can save, well, I can save my blank. Laurence just get a better fish. So this is last chance saloon, saving the 48 hours. Wicked.